So, a very big hello to everyone. This is Dr. Vivek Goel, your nephrology faculty at DocTutorials. And it gives me immense pleasure to welcome Dr. Ranjan Sahoo, who has secured a great rank of 1 in the recent INI Super Specialty DM Nephrology entrance exam. So, welcome, Dr. Ranjan Sahoo.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Uh,
So, first things first, Dr. Ranjan, can you please take us through the initial 10-15 seconds when you saw the result? How did it sink in and what you felt?
uh, to be honest, sir, I was not expecting rank one, sir. I was expecting something around rank 4, 5. Okay. Like I thought if I'm lucky enough, I'll get to rank 4 or rank 5. Seeing rank 1, it was like I couldn't believe. I checked it in a forward direction and reverse direction, cross match with the roll number. I asked my friend to see it once more, whether it's same or not. And then finally I was like, okay, I am rank 1. It was really it's a very proud moment for me because I wanted to end this thing. Like I really wanted to end it on a high note on my DM, like doing it from a central institute. So yeah, I was really, really happy with myself and my efforts.
Excellent. So, can you just give a brief introduction of yourself? I mean, where are you from? Where have you done your MBBS and PG from?
Basically, I have done my MBBS from AIMS Bhubaneswar. Followed that, I did my MD from PGI Chandigarh itself. And then currently, abhi to bhul gaya, sir.
Excellent. So you've done both your MBBS and your postgrad from Central Institutes only. So
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
that
MD
is
I was getting both in AIMS and PGI, but I chose PGI for like I wanted to go to PGI. Then like DMS, I thought, okay, let's end it on a high note only. Let's try for a central institute. So I didn't even give NEET exams. I thought, no, let me try for a central institute once in a good way. Then if I don't get it, maybe next time I will consider again.
excellent. And when did you complete your MD?
I completed in June, sir.
Excellent. So in the very first attempt, Dr. Ranjan has secured rank 1. So this shows as to how consistent a performer he has been throughout his life, and that is stupendous. So, Dr. Ranjan, can you just break down your strategy for the viewers as to how you approached this tough exam and how you conquered it?
Uh, First thing I will say is like first first most difficult for me was to decide the subject what I wanted. Like I used to like each and every posting in medicine. Okay, but I wanted to like finally I could decide. Okay, I will take nephro. This is like close to medicine. I am liking it. So I decided on my nephro only in my final semester. Okay, during exam when I was reading for I decided okay nephro it is. Then I had a time around 4 months after exam, after July, like July, August, September, October. I had 4 months in my target. So I thought, okay, the best thing would be let me make notes and read my notes and give exam. My target was I knew that okay, I won't be able to read everything. Doing questions, more number of questions I am doing, the better will be my chances. Okay, because that thing will click during the exam somehow in your subconscious mind. So I thought, okay, my strategy was I will revise as much as possible my notes and do as many questions from anywhere possible. Mhm.
So that is so very important. What Dr. Ranjan has told to all the viewers, please to all the young aspirants, this is a very, very key important thing that he has told you, that when you take more and more exams, when you solve more and more questions, that is what helps you. And that is what in your subconscious mind builds and inherit, a reflex action to mark the correct option out of the 4. And on that very note, I would also like to tell you all that he was a test series and question bank subscriber at DocTutorials, and he was a consistent performer throughout. In fact, he was a topper in most of the results, in most of the exams, and that shows that when you consistently take each exam seriously, each mock test seriously, ultimately it reflects on into the main exam. So that was superb, Dr. Ranjan.
Yes, sir. That I would say like I used to consider each mock test as an exam for me. I used to make sure that I revise my notes before, like complete my topics before the mock test and just see where I am, like give it like an exam and correct my mistakes. And I used to bookmark all those wrong questions. I will bookmark them, and at the end of each week, I will revise those wrong questions again. I'll just briefly go through those answers, what were there. So those things, those minute things does help you in long run. And the other thing I would like to give credit is like, okay, I worked in PGI. Okay, sincerely, we do our postings, and be it any of the postings. So that really, directly working under super specialty and getting to see other cases by yourself, not just reading books, managing all those difficult cases. Somehow it builds you that confidence and give you, like, it becomes a common knowledge for, like there's things are happening, how things come, how things happen. So that really, gives you confidence in answering questions also. Even if you don't know, using your common sense, you can solve many of the questions. So I would also give credit, like, doing it from a good institute did really help me. And then the final part, like, the question bank, I will say in DocTutorial. Okay, I will say the question bank is very good, sir. That's one thing I would recommend everyone, that do the question banks honestly and bookmark all your wrong answers. There will be questions from this question bank, because it does cover all previous year questions. Okay, it does cover the difficult questions, so it will really help you. I can recall, like, there were 5 to 6 questions that was like copy paste kind of thing. Okay, so it really helped. It really helps.
So, this is again a very, very great compliment by the topper that he is given to our team, that, we have curated the question bank so meticulously, because, gone are those days where the redundant, simple questions were being asked. Now it's more clinically oriented. It is more now clinical vignette based. So, we have taken into account all those factors and made this question bank, and given references from all the standard textbooks there also. So that if you want to refer back to the textbook, if you want to refer to the Brenners or to the Fihali or to the OTN, there is a reference also. So that is again a very, very big asset that DocTutorials, gives to all the students. So that was again a superb thing which helped him crack the exam.
Yeah, I used to consider the each question in DocTutorial is like a challenge for me. I like solve this question, and it really actually, it boosts, like, whatever you have read, whether you are good enough or not. You get to know that, okay, I am here now. I need to build up on this topic. It really helps.
Excellent, excellent. So now, just can you just tell in a brief thing, to all the young aspirants, how is the pattern of this INISS exam? It's a two-stage exam, and what all is the breakup? Can you just tell all the young students who are listening to you?
Okay. First thing I will say, all the students, don't think INISS is some out of world exam. It's just a normal exam conducted by normal faculties. Okay. And if you are good enough with your subjects, there's nothing called it's a tough exam. Okay. I will say INISS is like an easy exam, where they focus much more in central institutes. They focus much more on basics. They test your basic, whether your basic is strong or not. Okay, they don't want you very hyper. People do think that, okay, एम्स के लिए पढ़ना है, पीजीआई के लिए पढ़ना है, सारा ट्रायल रट्टा मार लेंगे, सारा बड़ा बड़ा चीज पढ़ लेंगे, फियारली ब्रेनर सब कुछ खत्म कर लेंगे. It won't help in that way. You need to plan. You need to know what is important, what is not important, how much to read and how much not to read. That is more important. So I would say that basics, make your basics strong. Okay, and basics will be strong. First pillar stone is your medicine. Okay, don't forget your medicine. Okay, that from there you start. Okay, if your medicine is good, you will solve 50% of your super specialty questions also. Okay, rest 50% of your super specialty questions, you need particular preparation for that subject. Then coming to the breakage of questions, okay, if I talk about nephrology, okay, you will not be able to differentiate whether you are giving medicine paper, you are giving nephro paper. Now, 80% of the questions you will feel like I'm giving a medicine paper only. And trust me, okay, it's not that difficult paper. It's a very simple paper. They just expect you to make some silly mistakes. That's it. And that's where you need to be careful that I should not just jump. Okay, just stay calm. If I have attempted a, just recheck whether it's correct or not. So mostly I say the breakage was around 50 questions were like medicine, and 30 questions were like from nephro, core nephro. But even in that 30 questions also, I feel like you can still answer, okay, most of them from your medicine knowledge. So that's what I felt.
But
Uh,
that is your assessment of the exam was. But actually, what is the percentage of breakup? What is recommended or what is said in the exam? I mean, that will happen.
Usually it is 40-40, 40 from nephro, 40 from medicine. But since nephro is kind of medicine subject, it becomes 50-30, 50 from medicine and 30 from
Yeah, so
core
indirectly you
nephrology.
feel, I mean that it is because nephrology is so close to internal medicine
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
feel it that way.
yes,
Exactly.
sir. Yes, sir. And the
Once you
kind of
qualify in this stage one exam, then you
okay,
have to appear for the stage two, which is the interview round.
yes, sir. After you get qualified for the year, you need to qualify for you will need to appear for the interview. So that is the worst period of your life where you know that you were selected, but you are just one interview away. Okay, so that can so that will make you really anxious. I was very anxious. Like, what is one, because I have never given an interview per se. So what they're gonna ask, and just like how much we are anxious for our MD final exam, like that. But I will really thank you, sir. Okay, the way you took that mock interview, okay, continuously, like we had around 8 hours of mock interview, continuously 5 hours and 5 hours we were like going on doing, and all possible questions that could have been asked in those mock interviews, you have taken like very clearly and crisply what to answer, what not to answer, what to speak, what not to speak. That really, it gives us a base. Okay, this is how it will be. So even if they ask some question, we know this is the way we should approach to a, even if we don't know an answer, we should not stop in between. We should try to explain the normal things first, explain like a MD student. Okay, we may not reach the diagnosis, but say whatever you are finding and just give a justification. So those things did really help me. Even I got stuck with one question, but I just suddenly recalled ki, no, you should not get stuck, just explain the things, normal things properly. You may not reach your diagnosis, but that's fine. So I will say that that part was, that attending those two mock interview sessions really calmed me down before the interview. Okay.
So, that's very, very nice to hear, Dr. Ranjan, that the mock interview benefited you. And, we also got the feedback that very many questions asked in the real interview were also, actually what we actually discussed, and that also happened with you.
Yes, sir,
So,
yes, sir. It was like you had said they were going to just ask for membranous nephropathy. They're expecting what, and you just need to say conservative management, manage BP or manage. It was the dictate of the same question. Okay, so it was like, like it's like you are gonna bring them, you are gonna play with them, like what you are gonna answer, and you pull them towards your question, the one you want to answer. So that really really helps, sir.
and we discussed the approach to, I mean, almost everything. I mean, the glomerular diseases,
Right.
ABG, electrolytes, transplant, dialysis. So anything they could have asked you, I mean, mostly, and I tried to prepare you for each and every worst question possible.
Sure, sir. You just said like we thought, okay, it will come up to that level, but after giving exam, it was like, oh, itna, how can they ask this easy question? So it was like we were that much prepared for the interview. So that it really helps, sir.
Excellent, excellent. So, just before we say thank you to you, any parting words to the students who are hearing you, and at what stage in their preparation would you like to recommend DocTutorials to them? I mean, and how did DocTutorials benefit you? Just a couple of sentences.
I will say, see, the earlier you start, it's always better. People who are able to decide their DM branch in the first year itself, I will say they're God gifted. Okay, they know where they want to go. Okay, so if you know that you are gonna do DM in nephrology, you just start from why are you waiting for the last moment you to prepare? You just start from your first year. You are reading Harrison at the same time. Just it takes hardly a little bit of extra effort to go through the videos to go and just build up your concepts. You don't have to take notes or just see the video in your ear and build up that concept so that it stays in your mind. And when you are done with your MD, like after end of 3 years, then again when you go back to those videos, and yeah, it becomes really, it's like you know everything. You just keep on revising those things. The most important part I will say is don't go here and there. Stick to one notes. Stick to that and keep revising. I made sure that I revised it thrice of like 3 to 4 times. I knew that the more number of revisions is going to help. Okay, just bringing information from here to there and just getting confused won't help. You cannot learn everything. Okay, you need to learn how much is possible and what is relevant for clearing that exam. Okay, so I just focus. I know that I will be missing a few things, but that's okay. Okay, but how much I have with me, I should revise that, and no questions should be left from that part. Okay, so that I will say that start early, just go through the videos during of like postings. Best part would be if you see these videos and all during your particular that nephro posting. Okay, that will really help you. Okay, just if you know that you have 2 months posting or 1 month posting in nephro, just not even like if you are not able to complete the whole of module everything, just important topics you can just see. Okay, that will really help you, and keep on giving. At least if you're not able to give the nephro part core nephrology test series, keep on giving the medicine part, the question banks and the test series. That will like you are prepared for the exam by the time when you are actually finishing your MD. So I would say that start early, and keep in touch, and don't ignore medicine. Okay. Medicine is gonna make or break you. That is important. And AIMS people, they are gonna see where medicine is good and whether your basics are good or not. That's it.
So, that is so
Finally,
very.
sir, I will take this opportunity. I'll take this opportunity. I would like to thank my parents, my faculties, okay, my girlfriend, and all my friends, okay, who have been a constant support. Okay, so I'll take this opportunity to thank them really.
Of course, it is the family who has stood by you during all these rigorous years of hardships that you've taken right from your class 11 up till now. And now you are going to enter the most prestigious institute in the country, that is AIMS New Delhi, and you will pursue nephrology. And I hope and pray that you soar the flag of nephrology very high. And so, welcome to the club of nephrology now. And we
Sure,
shall
sir.
be
I'm looking
colleagues.
forward to meet you in Delhi itself soon.
Absolutely. And we shall be colleagues now. And that is superb to hear. Excellent. So
Okay, sir.
thank you so much, Dr. Ranjan. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
sparing the time. It
Thank,
was a pleasure
thank
talking
you,
to you.
sir.